we need to fill this cross number with two-digit numbers that follow that satisfy the clues given, and we're asked how many different ways can it be completed correctly. So the trickiest bit here is probably knowing what a triangle number is, and it's the numbers you get by forming little triangles from dots. So 1, 3, 6. The next one we would add a row of 4 to give 10. Then we'd add a row of 5 to give 15, and we just add one more every time. So we need to write down them all. 28, that's adding 7, 36. I think it's best to write them all down. 45, add 10, add 11, 12, 13, and that's it. You can obviously reject 1, 3, and 6. And we can't have a number starting with 0, so we can't have, oh, but we could maybe have 10 along the bottom, so I'll keep that for the moment. Right, 2 down is a multiple of 5, meaning that this is going to have to be 0 or 5. That gives me a few options. And we've got that 1 down is a square number. Now, I think I might use the 0 and the 5 actually to write some possible grids. So there's only one triangle number that has a 0 in. So that would have to be 10. And then there's only one square number that ends in 1 that has two digits. That would be 81. But as we can see, there's no triangle number that starts with an 8. So that grid fails. Which leads us onto it ending in a 5 here instead of a 0. So now I've got 15 or 55. So if we go with 15, we'll get into the same problem. We'd get 81 and then that wouldn't work. So it can't be 15, which means, oh, sorry, I also missed 45. Right, so we've got 45 and 55 as our options. So let's go with 45. Sorry, let me just say again, I've written down all the triangle numbers. We're then using the fact that 2 down is a multiple of 5, so it has to either end in a 0 or a 5, as I indicated there. So I've tried out 0, that would give me 10, but then the grid fails at this point here. I've tried out 15, but then it fails for the same reasons. Now I'm going to try out 45 and in a minute 55. So 45, the only square number that ends in a 4 that has two digits is 64. And then 1 across has to be a triangle number, so that would give me 66. And then 2 down is a multiple 5, so that works. This is a possible grid. Then let's take a look at 55. So now I could have 25 here. That's the only two-digit square number that ends in a 5. And then 1 across is a triangle number, but there's actually two possibilities here. So I could have 21, but I could also have another grid 2, 5, 5 with 28 in. This gives me triangle numbers horizontally. It gives me my multiple of 5 in the right-hand column and my square number on the left. So tick here and tick here. There are three different ways.